Brother Darren Meyer. Brother Darren Meyer, welcome to Black to Business. And can you please tell the listening audience who is Darren Meyer?
Okay, well, my name is Darren Meyer. I'm the Director of Public Relations for the Zulu Association Pleasure Club. And again, I've been appointed to this position about 3 years now, going on 3 years now, and been in the club since 2005. So I've been in the club a little while and worked my way up. And we did various committees, and I got involved with the historian committee with public relations under our historian emeritus, uh, Dr. Clarence Becknell, and sort of did my training there. And now I'm sort of representing the organization with public relations and communications for our community for Zulu.
Oh, yeah. So most people have the tendency to think that Zulu is just a carnival organization. And all we do is Mardi Gras 24/7. And then, we are the kings of the Mardi Gras scene. We are the kings of carnival. And we do have one of the best parades. And fortunately, our parade is on Mardi Gras. And it's the first out the gate every Mardi Gras day. So can you please enlighten the listening audience about the community involvement of the Zulu Associated Pleasure Club, especially right now during this time of Thanksgiving, and how this kind of kicks off to all the other stuff that we do with the community throughout the year.
Oh, no doubt about it. We are a 365-day organization. We're the Zulu Associate Aid and Pleasure Club throughout the year. During Carnival, we're the crew of Zulu. And we make that very, very clear that only through January 6th, only through January through Mardi Gras Day, that we're the crew of Zulu. We have various events throughout the year. And again, it's the club's name is Social Aid and Pleasure.
Correct.
We school supplies giveaway, and that starts off in July. That's one of our big events. We then turn around. We have a holiday gift baskets in the beginning of December. We also have the Toys for Tots, which is our huge fundraiser where we give toys to the needy on the Saturday before Christmas. And we're constantly raising money through our foundation for the Junior Zulus. That's our biggest arm right now. This year we're pretty excited. We formed a partnership with Bayou Classic for the first time, and our Junior Zulus are now participating as interns for Bayou Classic. They participated in the STEM Fest for Bayou Classic. And we throughout the year, they're at various events. We try to expose them to possibly everything we can. These are our young brothers coming up in the community. Hopefully, they'll be Zulu members, but if not, they'll be a well-standing young men in this community.
Correct, correct. Well, I sit on that committee. At one point in time, I was the assistant chairman of Junior Zulu. And I will commend Junior Zulu for participating in the turkey and ham giveaway on yesterday with Councilman Freddie King III and Jamar McNeely of Inspired NOLA. Also on tomorrow, Thanksgiving, for the Bayou Classic Parade, Junior Zulu will be in the parade. So please give a shout out to those guys and a round of applause when you see them coming through and coming by. So with that being said, Brother Maya, can you elaborate the listening audience also about Thanksgiving and what Thanksgiving means to you and what you're thankful for, and also about how with Zulu we do give away turkeys, hams, Thanksgiving baskets, and things of that nature?
Yes, it's every year we have partnerships. One of our big partners is Rouse's. Rouse's has provided some hams and turkeys for us for our Thanksgiving as well as our holiday gift baskets. And we use that as a way to get involved with the community and give the community the needy what they need for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is important for all of us, as we know. It's a family holiday. Here in New Orleans, not only is it a family holiday, it's a Bayou Classic holiday. It starts off on Wednesday with events, and it goes throughout with our press conference on Monday, and it goes through Sunday. But Thanksgiving is a time for we actually show our Junior Zulus and our members. It's one thing for our members to go out and volunteer. Yesterday was important because we had some volunteers out for Inspire NOLA with our Zulu Foundation giving out hams and turkeys and so forth. But we also provided some for our Zulu members as well, as a way to share the wealth of when we get something. We're every man's club. Everybody in the club. So a lot of guys struggle to pay that dues every year, and that's why the social aid part is important. You know, it's one thing to have fun, but we need to make sure we check on our brothers and make sure they all have food too. So, you know, we're not shy to say, okay, yeah, we do for others, but we want to take care of our members as well. We have a lot of senior members in the organization, and we make sure they were taken care of yesterday as well.
Good deal, good deal. I'm proud to be I'm a proud member of the Zulu Associated Pleasure Club, and I do believe everybody knows this. So if you have anything to add to the conversation, or if you have any questions for Brother Maya or myself, you can phone in or dial in at 504-582-9422. So as you're enjoying your lunch and you're enjoying your lunch break, I hope you enjoy this conversation. So, Brother Maya, can you enlighten the listening audience as to what's going on today with Zulu and for Zulu?
Sure. Today we're having our press conference and ribbon cutting for our Zulu headquarters. It's the Zulu Lounge and headquarters located at 732 North Broad. As many know, this lounge has been a fixture in the Mid-City Tremé area for years, since 1920. The building was actually built then. We didn't have it then, but it was actually built at that time. Zulu, this has been our headquarters, and we've sort of built a footprint around this lounge. We also know that area of the city is a bowl. Right. And every time it rains, whether it's a hurricane or just a hard rain, we would flood. 1 foot of water, sometimes 2 feet of water if it was a hurricane. And we're a resourceful group, but it's tough on our organization to consistently use its insurance funds to repair after a rain. And so we were provided with a grant by the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, to elevate the building. It was a $350,000 grant provided through the city of New Orleans to help us. And we were the first commercial building to be elevated with this type of grant. Okay. And so we had to close down. Economically, it hurts. That's the fixture of our membership. Our members are used to showing up on Broad in Orleans and having a drink after work and coming to an event or a football party and so forth. And that was sort of taken from them for over a year. And so today we're having our ribbon cutting to open it back up. We're going to have the mayor of the city of New Orleans, some city council members there, and the contractors give a few words on the importance of what we actually did. And we not only elevated the building, Rubio and Shuren elevated the building, but we had a Veltco, a contractor, come in and actually renovate the building. So we've moved the bar to the other side. We have some exciting new looks inside. It's still a homely place. We want it to be that. And it's a way for our members to come back and join us. So today we have a little soft opening after the grand open for our members only, and it'll open up to the public later on tonight. If someone wants to come in from the public, but it's a members thing for the most part today, and we're looking forward because our first events are Bayou Classic events. We're excited.
There it is. So, and with that being said, how much does it cost to come into the Zulu Lounge at 732 North Broad?
It's free, and it's free. It's for members and their guests, and but the problem is everybody wants to be there, and we're happy with that. We're happy with that. We have some of the best deals in the city as far as drinks, and it's a cozy place. People want to be there. They want to be a part of Zulu. A lot of riders come through. A lot of neighborhood people come through, and we don't shut them away. Right. We have our own night, and where members sort of come on Thursdays and do their thing. There's a lot of dominoes and card playing there and talking smack, But the cigar group has grown, and we have the alley there at King's Alley, where the King's pictures will be up at some point, and we sit out there and smoke cigars and talk. So it's a fun time to be part of Zulu, and we're excited to have a new building. Our offices are not done yet. That's the second phase of this building. The offices are at the top, but we're working on some money to get that done now. Okay. Yes.
So therefore, we're working on money to get that done. So if you want to be a part of that and to help and assist, and if you have big dollars that you want to share with the Zulu Associated Pleasure Club, who to contact, Brother Maya, and how can they do that?
Okay, so we have the Zulu Community Services Foundation, and we do our best to get that's a nonprofit arm. If people want to give, to help our youth and so forth for Zulu. For the Toys for Tots and for the holiday gift baskets, we ask people to give to the Zulu Community Services Foundation with Jamar McNeely, who's actually the president of that arm. As far as Zulu is concerned, we are a nonprofit. We're a 501c7. We're not a 501c3. And so we have our merchandise store across the street that creates revenues, and our lounge creates revenues. And other than that, our revenues are done from dues. So that's our three revenue arms for Zulu. We want to make sure that everyone understands that they're two separate arms, because the nonprofit arm is important to us. We've just got into it for a couple of years, and it's important for us to constantly raise money for our youth and for our activities and community service.
Okay, cool. So, and can you tell us about the upcoming events that we have coming up, in particular with Bayou Classic and things of that nature? And I know you're a former board member of the D. Southern University A&M College. So can you speak about being a former board member, what Bayou Classic means to you, and all that kind of good stuff?
Oh, yeah, sure. Bayou Classic is, it's in the city of New Orleans. It's the 52nd year. We're excited. The city's excited. It's a big economic driver for our city. Southern and Grambling comes down. Grambling's over at the Hilton. Southern's over at the Hyatt. That's the Southern headquarters. Both schools wind up having a gala on Friday night. They have the Battle of Bands on Friday. We have the game on Saturday. We have a lot of minor parties here and there. People like to throw parties, or welcome parties and so forth for the Bayou Classic. The Bayou Classic is important because these schools are rivals. They play each other every year, but after the game, they're one. Right. They're one, and it's important to highlight that. It's a play fund. It's not a serious fund. It's a play fund. We have friends over at Grambling. Everybody has friends at Grambling. Grambling comes over to our hotel. We go over to their hotel. We compete on the field and with the bands, but in reality, we understand that we're both in the business of serving the underserved. Oh, yeah. And that's our role. The difference between an HBCU and a PWI school is that you're going to be nurtured at an HBCU. They're gonna that instructor there is gonna the last man standing. They're gonna do everything they can to get you through, and that's why these schools are important. That's why the classic is so important. It's the number one classic in America. It's every time they do a poll, people say it hands down. It's the number one classic in America. It's done at a great time of the year during Thanksgiving, and it's people's Thanksgiving. The locals may have Thanksgiving at home, but a lot of our visitors have Thanksgiving in New Orleans at restaurants and frequent family and friends, and we're able to bring dollars to the city of New Orleans, black dollars that turn over.
Oh yeah, and speaking of black dollars, this Friday at the Hyatt Hotel will be the Business at the Bayou Classic that is put on and presented by the Louisiana Chamber of Commerce Foundation, LCCF, and that's from 10 to roughly 4 o'clock on Friday. So if you have a black business, minority business, please come out and participate in Business at the Bayou Classic. And if you just want to get to know the black businesses or small businesses within the city, within the state, please come out and attend. Come in and get the knowledge that is going on with black businesses, and also come be a part of the experience and part of the movement. Also on Friday evening, once we get finished with the Business at the Bayou Classic at the Hyatt, we'll have the 6th annual Bayou Classic edition of Cocktails with Coulon and Friends, and that would be hosted by yours truly. It would be Coulon Smith of the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce, our Zulu president, Oscar Rainey, Jamar McNeely of Inspire NOLA, Frederick A. Lee, Robert Joseph Jackson, Jonathan Dickaloo Williams, Ryan Lloyd, L. Ray Rays on the Ave Holmes, and Stephen Wooders. Those are friends of yours truly, and I have several other friends, but in particular, these guys went to Southern, and most of these guys went to Southern at the same time I was there. So once again, this is the 6th annual. Started doing this 6 years ago, and here it is. We're still doing it. And this is also a Toys for Tots event. So bring a unwrapped toy or gift for Lil Johnny, Jane. So bring a gift, an unwrapped gift. This party is free. It's free 99. We will have food by El Ray Holmes. And also we will have Big DJ Frank on the ones and twos. Big DJ Frank is my little cousin, but if you ever look at him, if you ever see him, you'd be like, where's the Lil party? But this guy, he's ready to cut his teeth here in the city of New Orleans. So please come out and check us out. So, Brother Maya, don't we have some other events? Brother Tima has a Bayou Classic party at the Zulu Lounge on Saturday, correct?
He has a party that he gives every year at the Zulu Lounge. I mean, you two are fixtures. I would tell you that the club looks forward to both of those events during Bayou Classic, and we thank you for being the first events in the Zulu Lounge. We were wondering if we were going to be open, and we were determined to be open. We thought we had to go through the permitting process and things like that, and we our members were able to secure that permit, and we were able to open. And we're looking forward to having your event and Brother Tima's event at the Zulu Lounge, and it's an opportunity to bring people in and show it off. And I know you're going to do that. You do a great job with your Coulon and Cocktails event. And I think it's important people to understand that we have a lot of Black restaurants in the city of New Orleans, right, and a lot of Black bars and that weekend lounges that you can frequent. There's some people that that close down and that's their so-called break, and we're okay with that. We'll send them somewhere else. We have some new restaurants that's open, and I think Bayou Classic is such a good economic driver for the city and the state that it'll be here for years to come.
Oh yeah. So, and with all that being said, we at the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce, we always want to promote Black businesses, small businesses in particular. So therefore, if you're interested in being a member or becoming a member of the chamber, you can reach out to me at 504-348-1138 or norbcc.chairman2025@gmail.com. And become a member, become a part of the movement that we have. It's been a lot of things going on. And one of the things that we always talk about, I always discuss, of how we used to have Claiborne Avenue. Claiborne Avenue used to be the Black Wall Street of New Orleans. And then the interstate came and that went away. So now we have Aretha Castle Haley and a lot of Black businesses that own Aretha Castle Haley. In particular, we will be having our Holiday on the Boulevard event coming up on December the 20th, and we are looking for a location, and we will have that somewhere on Aretha Castle Haley Boulevard. So come on out and be a part of everything that we have going on, and we will help you to promote your business. And if you're interested in being a guest on this show, please give me a call. Please give me an email. Brother Maya, do you have any closing things to say or do before we close out? And any upcoming events or anything in particular you want the listening audience to know?
Well, again, after the day at 4:30, tonight our lounge is open. So we want people to frequent the Zulu Lounge, come back to where things used to happen on Orleans Avenue. And it's going to be open, especially after January. It's going to be open 7 days a week. But we're excited about that. We also doing a huge promotion with our holiday gift baskets and our Toys for Tots. And I think you've made your event a Toys for Tots event. We do our best. Once August takes place in Zulu, every single event is a Toys for Tots event where we ask people to bring toys, bikes, tablets for our youth. It's one of the biggest toy giveaways in the city of New Orleans. And we're looking, we're having trouble hosting a lot of these toys and holding a lot of these toys.
Right.
And we're trying to find other locations for it. But we want to make sure you guys in the listening audience understand that we have something for every child that's available if you come to Zulu Club on the last Saturday before Christmas. That's December 19th. So we're looking forward to that event. And again, we know we have the best Mardi Gras parade. We're trying to make it bigger and better every year. But we're in this community. Zulu here is to serve not only for the youth, but for all of the members of New New Orleans community.
Oh yeah, and we were one of the first ones to integrate our club,
Yes.
integrate our parade. So guess what? Zulu knows no race, creed, color, gender. Hey, as Brother Maya said, we're every man's club, and we're every family. You know, we're truly a family, and we believe in extending our right hand to our fellow man and our fellow families for them to be better. So once again, if you want to donate, please give us a call. If you want to bring some toys for the tots, please bring them on Friday to Cocktails with Kulan. Come get a cocktail with Kulan. Kulan is not providing the cocktails, but if you any sponsors out there, if you do want to sponsor this event, yours truly is open and welcome to it. So please do so if that's what you want to do. But if not, just please bring a toy. But please bring yourself. We will have some good food. We will have some good music. And at the end of the day, when the day got to end, we will have a good time. So if nothing else, we the kings of the carnival scene. We are the kings of Mardi Gras. And we're going to be the kings of everything we do because we do it in style and we do it with class and grace. And we ask and want everybody to have a good time. Brother Maya, anything else, sir?
Thank you, Brother Coulon. Thank you for the opportunity. I think this is an important day for Zulu to open back up. We're excited to have a building that we're not going to have to get all our members to come help fix every time there's a rain.
Right.
And that's the most important thing. We're a fixture on Broad Street. We've joined the Broad Street Business Association, trying to be more of a part of the community outside of Carnival. So thank you so much for this opportunity to share what Zulu's about and about our opening of our Zulu Lounge today.
All right. So thank you, listening audience. And before we close out, if you want to call in or dial in, it's 504-582-9422. So enjoy the rest of your lunch break. But guess what? We got a full day ahead of us. And without a doubt, happy Thanksgiving. Have a safe, happy, blessed Thanksgiving. And may the Lord our God continue to bless you as you continue to be a blessing to others. See you next week.
Amen.
Peace.
Amen.